I learned such a beautiful lesson today. I have been in the house for more than a minute. You know, you go through different emotions and you have to sometimes just have that alone time. But anyway, I said to Brenda, get out in the house, you know, go get your nails done, which I'm not really a materialistic, fancy person. It's not about the looks, it's about the heart, right on. But anyway, I go to the place I went before, and I was feeling like God, well, I forgot to pray God's will be done, but He, no matter if I missed a prayer or not, He still worked it out for my good. But I kept thinking did I really need to come here today? And so I just stayed in the moment, but then my mind started being double-minded. In the book of James, it says a double-minded person is unstable in all of their ways. They're like a ship on the ocean tossed to and fro, and their sails are going to get torn, and they're not going to know where to go. You have to be solid on your decision. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like already into the process. Couldn't figure out the nail color because each color has a very particular meaning. I could feel confusion trying to come in on that. Double-mindedness in the book of James, chapter 1, it says, don't be double-minded because you become unstable. I'm like, oh my God, this is just about my nails. Wanted to pamper myself. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I was feeling an uncomfortable feeling. So the lady that was across from me, that when she did them the first time, everything was cool. But people go through emotions. So when she was sitting across from me, she said, you look very healthy. And I said, why would you say that? You don't even know me. You don't know nothing about me. And she said, you're so little. I said, that doesn't really mean a whole lot. You know, you might think you're fat, but, you know, I'm not seeing that. I said, and plus, because I'm little, don't mean a whole lot of anything except that I still got power. Because, I can be 100 pounds and still have the power because the spirit's stronger than the soul and the mind. No, it's the flesh and the mind. The mind and the flesh. The flesh goes, I want this, I want that. And then it gets it, and then it's like, I don't want it. I'm not happy no more. And I want this or that. No, you don't need nothing. You get what you need, which is food, clothing, and shelter. That's the things that keep you alive. You could run around naked without a house. But only things that are needs are food, clothing, and shelter. And you got to have God and faith, or you're screwed. But anyhow, I go in there, and I'm sitting there thinking, why is this such a hard time with the color? Because, first of all, I was looking for the numbers, the pattern. Every pattern I wanted to pick out, the numbers weren't there. So, I went with my head, which you follow your heart. But anyway, it worked out for good because God promised to make all things work together for good. So, okay, so I started feeling emotions from grief. So all of a sudden, she's telling me, you look healthy, and you don't know me, you've met me once. And she's like, why? Because you're your size. And I said, my body don't always feel strong, but my spirit reigns like it is a ruler, man. It is freaking powerful. But, so you're telling me something opposite of what my feelings are saying. Well, so then grief starts to hit me real hard in there where I'm staying for a minute, and I started crying, and she's like, don't cry. And I'm like, don't tell me not to cry. I started to feeling myself being very, very angry and triggered. You were asking me too many questions, and then I said, oh my God, this is what I do to others. They don't know the answer. So I said, don't ask me questions. What are you going to eat? I do not know. Where are you going to go? Where are you shopping from here? I don't know. Quit asking me questions that I'm staying in the moment. I don't know what the next minute holds. So you know, she just was trying her best to figure out who is this person. So you have a choice. You can be a very hateful, evil person and never cry, or you can cry and break down and nobody knows what the hell to do. They don't even want to hand you a Kleenex because they're not used to that kind of sight. So I did. I was feeling myself become very angry. I've done pedicures. I've done manicures. I used to do them in a shop. I know how to do them, and I was like, I can take pain. I can take toughness. I was thinking, push the cuticles back, and all this, clean out the dirt under my nails from working in the soil, and it wasn't happening. So I said, you're not going to hurt me. Give me, then I had these long nails on. She gave me, I didn't ask her. I grabbed the tool. I said, I know how to do these things. There's dirt under my nails. I will scrape it out. And you can't cover up dirt. Clean it first. And so I learned a lesson. You know, you might have a good experience with a person at one time, but then if you pay attention, you'll tune into what's really going on. So anyway, I kept thinking, help me, Jesus. And She kept saying the word lucky too. I hope luck, good luck. I don't think so. Do you know Jesus? Like, she didn't say nothing. Do you know Jesus? He don't work by luck. He works by mercy and grace. And another thing you're telling me, and then getting angry at you, I said, you keep telling me I need to eat more food, and you keep telling me I need a nap. You don't know what I need. I don't need a nap. I need to be productive in the kingdom. And then second of all, don't you think I know I need to eat? Some people are overeating, and then, like, that's, everybody's got their own deal, but, like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and so probably you do too, so don't tell me what to do, and I already know it. Okay, let's set this straight. And then she asked me if I had followers. How many? What? Followers? And I'm like, that's not what makes me who I am or important. Followers? Are you kidding? I follow Jesus, right? Okay, let's just get that real straight.